Hello everyone, my name is Namrata Sharma. I'm the project curator at Assam State Museum, and today I'm going to talk about the topic enhancing museum experiences in special emphasis to curator walks. We know that conventionally, museums have been associated with a collection of objects or materials that have cultural, historical, and religious importance assigned to them. Their preservation, investigative research, and their display is actually intended towards certain audiences for didactic purposes or for pleasure. We see that museums earlier, that is prior to the Enlightenment era, were actually assigned for special people, like people who had requisite education, and people from elite societies could actually access to view them. But in the contemporary days, with an increasingly egalitarian and democratized world, we actually do not really restrict access to the museum and its collection, but it is actually a non viable act to actually not allow them to access them. And there is a kind of engagement and a dialogue which is actually between people. Between the museum authorities and also the objects of museums, which is usually practiced or it is the need of the hour. So, in a democratic setup, expressions, articulations, and dialogues are actually paramount in sustaining the inclusive nature of the society. And opening up to the temporal and spatial dimensions of museums of such unregimented circulation of dialogues is crucial for democracy, and it is also important for transparency to be created in communities. For this purpose, museums should actually incise across the arbitrations of disciplinary territorialities and espouse more challenging, specialized, and microcosmic worldview, not merely being limited to actually tangible objects or collections. And we actually need innovative, people oriented strategies. We need community minded and concrete and children friendly approach, which will actually make the transition to such a worldview more holistic and inclusive in a way. So we find that museum is a actually lived experience where diverse and divergent approaches are actually met, and we see that to customize this experience to increase its efficacy, an optimum usage of the textual and contextual possibilities of the objects or the material is actually crucial. So we see that the concept of curator works or cultural heritage works is actually among in the museum or around tangible heritages refer to an activity where actually visitors take a walk through around the object of interest. There is it's mediated and it is also negotiated by a guide or either by a curator. So these works actually comprise a mode of three-way dialogue, we find, and we see that the dialogue is between the visitors, the mediators, and also the objects. And this is actually this walks and this dialogues actually self-contained within them. Actually, it functions in museum spaces and how it actually entrails for production, for comprehension, and also for consumption of knowledge about particular artifacts or heritages among visitors and also curators alike. So, to put it actually in plain words, we see that how visitors and curators actually understand and experience this heritage and museum space by means of curator walks, and how it is actually different from other conventional modes of interactions between them. So, if we talk about the importance of curator walks, we see that curator walks are one of the few tools at the disposal of museologists that can actually enhance and it can also sustain a prolonged spatial and temporal experience of the museum for the visitors, and the mobility of the visitors across the terrain of the museum actually allows them to have the exposure to the fascinating details about the objects and also about the context, also about the subtext, and also the behind the scene stories about the exhibit. So there are so many interpretations which a guide or a curator actually gives the audiences to keep them captivated or to make them engage to the collection. It is also about how they came to the being, its mode of acquisition, like from where it has come, and what distinguishes them as objects worthy of exhibition. Like, why did we choose that particular object which is worthy of exhibition or worthy of acquisition? So, the chief epistemic concern behind such act lies in the theoretical conceptualization of a museum space with certain values, some being intrinsic and some actually acquired or assigned to them. So there is always a dialogue or a narrative or a story which is actually told to the audiences so that we can make them understand the importance of the object, whether it is worthy of collection or it's worthy of display. A large part of the intellectual milieu of the postmodern modern academic landscape has been influenced by French philosopher we all know, which is Michel Foucault. And the shift of the historical investigation from temporal to spatial inquiries can be attributed to Foucault, as he had correctly surmised the contemporary human anxiety, which had been much more concentrated around a space than towards time. And rather than going into its major works, hence we shall actually focus on something which is like conceptualization of a museum space as heterotypic space, which Foucault has claimed. So Foucault has agreed that in all societies there exists certain space where the real, within quotes, arrangements that are symptomatic of a functioning society are actually represented. It is epistemological display, which is a representation. It is challenged and also overturned at one and at the same time. So for a conceptual coherence, we can think of heterotopia as a space that exists within our temporal or spatial comprehensions, but yet subverts the norms that guides and governs your comprehensions. So, as Foucault has quoted, like if we quote him, heterotopia as a spatial entity becomes fully functional when an individual commits complete breach within his or her traditional time. Like museums are spaces where time accumulates and does not stop during so. So museums are actually archives of enclosing different times under one space. Like if we walk through the gallery of Harappan Gallery, we see that we are actually walking through different times which happened thousand and many years ago. But we are in a space, at present space, we are actually accumulating those time. So yet it is a space that is outside time, but yet we are actually walking through the time which has been long gone before. So, when a visitor walks into a museum space and rapidly passes through exhibits displayed from many different times and which had actually committed a subversion of the conventional linear time in order to locate themselves in a space that transcends that time. And although museums generally evoke an imagery manipulating time, but museologists need to actually focus on is the spatial aspect of these manipulations to provide the optimum museum experience to the audiences, like how we can actually through stories, through narratives, through concepts and through other means we can actually keep our time and our space engaging and captivating for the audience to create a dialogue and a negotiation. And the space of the museum is, however, not innate and is constantly renegotiated. We renegotiate and reinterpret objects and space and reconfigured and refashioned by the visitors and audiences. So, in museum spaces, the spatial arrangements of objects become accessible to the sensory experiences of the visitor only when they conduct a physical exploration of the space. So, that's why this kind of physical activity or a physical walkthrough around the space is the need of the hour, and it's really crucial for a museum space. The museum space is actually essence, and it is always being shaped and reshaped by visitors' activities, and hence I had actually focused in one of the means, which is the curator walks. I'm sure there will be other means where you can keep engaging your audiences through workshops or through various activities, but curator walks is one of the important and crucial ways for me to actually create a democratization of space inside museums. Thank you so much.